Wish Hunter's story entertaining and exciting adventures. He tells that a poor man called Hamza lived with his wife in a small village overlooking a neighboring river. This man worked as a fisherman and earns from him his day's sustenance and livelihood, selling to the people of his village what he catches daily. And Hamza was satisfied with his simple work and easy livelihood, but his wife was always complaining, coving more and more livelihood. And she always said to him, "Look how the rich people around us live in the best condition. They have all the means of comfort and well-being, and you are a lazy fisherman who does not return every day, except with a fish or two fish." One day, Hamza went as usual to the sea to start his day fishing, throwing his net into the sea while he wished to catch a lot of fish this time so that he could make his wife, who is not satisfied with money. And after not long, Hamza raised the net, and if it is completely empty, it does not even have a small fish. The fisherman walked sad. He did not know what to do, and he began to think about himself. What I am sad for, and what I missed. How I will bear my wife's complaint and argument, and what will I do with the debts that I have accumulated. As he walks on this state, he cries his condition and the moment of disquietance, suddenly lightening the place and shone with light. Suddenly, a very beautiful and wonderful nymph appeared. Hamza approached in caution to the NYAs and asked her in amnification, "Who are you, beautiful woman, and what is taking you here?" The nymph interrupted him, saying, "I am a nymph, and I came to help you. I will give you 3 wishes, but you have to choose your wishes wisely and do not waste wishes in things that do not benefit you and do not benefit you with anything." After a few seconds, the nymph disappeared, and Hamza remained in his place. He does not know what to do with astonishment and wonder, and when he went to his house with sluggish steps, and his mind revolves in the words of the nymph, was he sleeping, or what really happened to him? Hamza entered his house calling his wife eagerly. So his wife came out of her room and said to him, worried, "What's wrong with you, man? You scared me." Her husband said firmly to her, "Sit down and listen to me." So the wife sat in silence and began to listen to her husband's words while he was telling her what happened with him. She almost believed her ears. And after the husband finished telling his story, she released a high Mother Zagruda expressing her joy and said in great greed, "I will have everything I wish and ask for money, gold, jewels, and precious silk clothes that I will compete with the princesses." Hamza said to her, "Yes, my dear wife, we will have everything we wish, but we must not forget the advice of the fairy and wish wisely and carefully." The wife agreed to his words, and each of them sat disbelieved in what he wanted and wished. Sleepiness began to invade Hamza's eyelids and said to himself, "Ah, how much I wish if he was in my hand now a hot teacup that would warm me and help me sleep." And in a flash, Hamza found in his hand a cup of hot tea, and as soon as his wife saw what happened, she began to argue and quarrel with him because he lost his first wish. Suddenly, Hamza said unconsciously because of his extreme anger at his wife, "I hope that your mouth would block a large piece of meat so that he would rest from you and your words," and immediately what he wanted happened, so he burst out laughing. But after a little while, the situation turned and Hamza felt pity for his wife. He said, "I hope that the piece of meat that blocks your mouth goes away, my wife." And immediately Hamza's wish was realized. So his wife thanked him for a creation and sacrifice his last wish for her. Then each of them sat on the ground opposite the other, and both of them lamented what was past. And Amina finally said, "What everything one wishes one realizes. The wind runs with what ships don't want."